This is my video interview. I applied at Boeing for their Business Operations Summer Internship Program. Tell me something about yourself and why are you interested in this position? I am currently enrolled at North Seattle College. This is my 10th consecutive quarter. I am pursuing a Bachelor of Applied Science in International Business, where I am learning to critically analyze real business case scenarios in order to come up with solutions, planning, and strategies. Prior to that, I worked as a warehouse associate where team building was very critical in order for us to accomplish daily set goals. I also have several years of experience in sales, and I was also in the military for 7 years where I acquired leadership skills. I am interested in this position as tasks are best accomplished when people collaboratively engage. Furthermore, Boeing is a world-class organization, and with this internship opportunity, I will be mentored and learn business operations, planning, innovation, and strategies. Give an example of a team project and say specifically how you contributed to its success. I was a member of the regional track team that won the Russell Investments International Case Competition held last year, November 17th at the University of Washington. I contributed to this team by creating a storyline that each member of the team could easily follow. By creating a storyline, we were able to identify the issue and present it to the panel. By clearly identifying the issue, in this case efficiency, we were able to convince the panel that there has to be a better industry standard that would make the shipping industry, the ocean shipping industry that is, more efficient. What accomplishment on your resume has given you the most satisfaction and why? I would attribute pursuing a degree in international business and close to getting that degree the most satisfying accomplishment, not just on my resume, but in my life right now. I say that as there was a lot of trepidation just making that decision going back to college. So for me, it was a major accomplishment taking that big step, especially at this later stage of my life. Describe a recent decision that you made that did not turn out well. How did you handle it and what did you learn? In our international marketing class, we always have presentations every week. And I will always take the lead when it comes to opening the presentations. Last week, however, I asked one of the members if she could open. She was reluctant, not surprisingly. So what I did was I showed her my notes and I told her not to memorize and just get the idea. Anyway, it didn't turn out the way I expected. So I kind of stepped in to save the day. What I learned after that presentation was to have more confidence in myself, to believe in myself. That day I was not feeling very confident about the presentation, about what I have read, about my opening, so I had to ask one of my team members to do the opening for me. What is your favorite method of communication and why? Give an example of when you use this method effectively. I like personal interaction, so it's not surprising that my favorite method of communication is face-to-face. Face-to-face communication is my favorite communication, as I do believe it effectively translates your emotions and your intent. Sometimes the intent of the sender is not clearly discernible, for example, in an email. Just recently, I met with the Vice President of Student Affairs. I was very reluctant meeting him. I was just gonna send him a detailed email regarding a very minor incident. Nonetheless, I decided it would be better to meet him in person and show that I am a genuine person objective and rational. So I met him in his office, shook his hand, and it turned out to be a very pleasant meeting that lasted for at least 40 minutes. How would others describe you? I'm hoping that others would describe me as resilient, ambitious, passionate about learning, introspective, insightful, and someone who cares about the welfare of others. What questions do you have for us? Yes, I have a couple of questions. The first one is, how would you describe the corporate culture of your organization? And my next question is, would it be okay to follow up within a couple of weeks to see if you have already made a hiring decision?